Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you for watching. Oh, cancel, delete, strong break. I honor, I honor you for watching. Okay, here on YouTube Live at Blooming Light. And if you're logging in live, it's Sunday, September 21st, 2025. It's approximately 10:46 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. in Beaumont, Texas. If you're logging in at a later time and date, thank you for watching. To all benevolent, decent beings in this unit, council, thank you. Oh my God, y'all bear with me as I stumble through unlearning, relearning. Okay, I'm really working hard on that. And I know it's not a big deal to some of you, but for me, you know, I try to incorporate any and every little thing that might make a difference. Okay, if I am a part of hindering myself unknowingly in some kind of way, I want to make every possible adjustment that I can when I can. So cancel, delete, destroy, create, all that. So I want to say once again, I honor you, the decent beings, for watching. Now, the message, what's weird is tonight I saw 911 again. So that made triple 911 messages back to back lately. And then I later saw 1010. And I was told that actually they're all three merging, because I talked about the enthralling personality and I couldn't make sense. I think I said that on another video. I couldn't make sense of that. I'm like, that does not make sense. Enthralling personality, 911, that doesn't make sense to me. But I guess it took all the way to the end. Like some stuff you'll just get later, because up until maybe about an hour ago, okay, about an hour ago, that it all kind of came together. And so in this reading, the enthralling personality, this triple 911. So as for the 911 1010 that happened today, the 911 and the 1010 is in part, there's an energy of couldn't stop attacking you, okay? Couldn't stop attacking you, harsh endings, and a change of heart. So the change of heart part, I think, is connected to personality. So let me explain what came out here. And y'all get in where you can fit in, please. My readings are timeless, past, present, and future. Something I painfully learned, but also, if it res at all, it should be jiving with certain events, certain things in your life, your own intuition. And please, again, read my description box, okay? This is not to replace any type of professional anything that you are getting. Be grounded, be practical. I don't care who you're listening to and what you believe in. And there you go, okay? Because this is a journey ever unfolding for everybody. So it's your life, okay? So the enthralling personality, we already talked about that. So I have elites. The elite secret societies, groups know divine feminine, or let me say honorable feminine, is powerful. They know that she know. Okay, interesting. Maybe they might have some change of hearts. I don't know yet. Okay. So this is out. We have wait a minute. Oh, too afraid to stand up to toxic family and friends. Okay, we'll get that. We have karmic women stalking honorable feminine. Will regret it big time. Wait for it. We have ignorance is why many are stuck, dot, dot, dot. And then the last one was hid in a family member garage or attic. Okay. Interesting. So what, what okay, let's break it up into the three. They can't stop attacking you, harsh, painful endings, change of heart. The change of heart is going along with the enthralling personality. Okay, collective. So whenever you come on here and you see this video, okay, then like I said, you follow along and place it where you need to. Okay, so let's start with they can't stop attacking you. They can't stop attacking you. Okay. And as it pertains to, okay, because it says karmic women stop stalking honorable feminine, that's a form of attack. And then we have ignorance is why so many are stuck. Okay. Let's see. How you doing? I was like, 911 again? Tonight when I saw him, like, oh, come on. And it was an interesting evening, I will say. But that's how when the message came later, I meditated a little bit about it. It was like, oh. So if there was a change of heart, we'll get to that one in a minute, so I don't want to jump the gun. For anybody, I can see anytime something like that happens, there's always an increase of anger, hostility. There's always some kind of manifestation. This is something I've learned. It's if let's say something is turning in your favor and you don't know it, because we don't always get to know it. You see what I'm saying? We just going about whatever you're doing, so we don't always get to know. But whoever the people, you know, sometimes do. And this is why you would get the extra aggression, the extra hostility, the extra spell work, the extra trying to get up in your face, in your kid's face, the extra loud, you know, it'll be extra. And this is something I've learned over the years, like more than
what did you do?
Oh, hold on, I'll fix it. Hold on, y'all. It's okay, I got the thing here. Let me show you. I fixed mom to the rescue. Okay. So anyway, let's get it. So they can't stop attacking you. Harsh, painful endings. So let's just do they can't stop attacking you, how that applies to the 911. Let's see. Karmic women, stalking feminine, ignorance is why many are stuck. Let's start with karmic women, stalking honorable feminine. Okay, now. And see, feminine, you, again, if anything did happen, because remember, this could be past, present, or future, depending on where they're at in it at the time. So if it did happen, once again, you don't know. You're like going about your life. This is background. You understand? It's background energy that be happening. Okay? And you don't know. Okay? As it pertains to 911. Anxiety, scared, panicked. I don't know what that's about. Deadline, time running out, reversed. Interesting. Come together, reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract, reversed. Settlement, agreement, compromise. What happened here? Why is this a 911 for these energies? Is it that they're not going to have a reconciliation with somebody? Or there was, or is it that maybe someone had made an agreement, a compromise with them as to not try to get back with you? That's for some of you. Or somebody could have said they want more time. Or somebody could be scared here that they're going to get in trouble, that maybe this person or somebody's fencing the tail. Good gravy. Okay, let's see. We get the Kipper. I'm going to try to go fast with this one, y'all, because readings have a tendency with me to be too long. Oh, yeah, and I just saw give. I'm like, girl, all right, talk. Talking. Okay. What happened here? Okay. What happened with they can't stop attacking? Because they can't stop attacking. So these are possibly the women that's attacking, the stalking and the attacking. Okay, the attacking may be with the you know, meddling. If it's not spell work, then it's with like gossip, rumors, smear campaigns, or literal meddling, like the spell work or tampering and trying to fuck with shit and things like that, or all of the above. Okay. So what happened? Let's fast forward. Let me ask something. What happened? What happened? Will happen, possibly, because it says regret it. Can't stop attacking. It says they'll regret it. 911. Main male is in the reverse. Family room is in the reverse. That's an upheaval. Okay, that could be a karmic male or a loss. An upheaval. What else we have? What has happened here? Oh, sudden wealth reverse. What the hell? What does that have to do with? Okay, I'm just gonna roll with it. Sudden wealth reverse. Imprisonment reverse. Somebody could have got stuck out their head, got out of prison, but it's something to do with money lost. Maybe there's some money lost, some money stolen. These could be people that stole from feminine or was trying to block something from feminine, stalking her to steal. Stalking her to block. Basically, not clock blockers. What kind of clock blockers? Time. The time wasters. It says they'll regret it. Gift and, something got retracted. There's a concern if it hasn't already. Because something is not changing. Whatever, this could be somebody who wanted these women to stalk feminine. We don't know yet. It could be some guy, and the guy could be a girl, because it's a masculine energy. It could be a younger feminine that operates in toxic masculine, and it could be a masculine that's operating in toxic masculine that, maybe, yeah. And they're concerned that something's not changing. Yeah. Journey, message, there's adjudication, that's karma. It says they'll regret it. So if there was a blocked message, these could be the women that took money, that intercepted something. Yep. Could have been through somebody's sibling, a masculine sibling could have been involved to take something, or a masculine's past lover, or a masculine sibling with lovers in the reverse, or even feminine sibling that participated with intercepting something. Yep. And now we have mature man in reverse. And earlier the name Cat came, but this was random. This was like, not about a reading. Like, I was out and about. So I wasn't even in the mode of anything. So I was just out and about, and the name Kathy came to me as I was leaving somewhere, and I looked up and I looked at this lady, just looked straight up at her, and her name tag said Kathy, Cathy. And I was like, that's interesting, but I didn't make nothing of it because, I'm like, okay, I'm not meditating for readings or nothing. My eyes was drawn to it, and I just kept going. But for some of you, this could be somebody involved in all of this that played intercepting something, participated, because some of y'all, this shit was so convoluted. It was your people, somebody else's people, 1,000 people trying to make sure you don't get what's yours, kind of thing. Oh, I would be concerned too, because that was dumb. I don't know what people be thinking with this type of stuff. It's like, really? Okay, you a thief. And you're going to live. You're gonna go ahead and get some of these thieving consequences. I got mature man in the reverse. And poverty reverse. Yeah, so I got two masculine energies. Yeah, buddy. I wonder if these men are the ones who did the change of heart. Because we got can't stop attacking, harsh, painful endings, change of heart. I'm just curious. I wonder if, because sometimes that's the way the story ends up going. Okay, anyway. Boom. Why do these women, because it says they'll regret it. So let's just answer that question. Why, based on all of this energy here, anxiety, gift, reverse, they're possibly scared that something's going to be taken away from them, or they're going to have to let go of something, or that's, yeah, like I said, or something's going to be retracted. People don't like to have to give up what don't belong to them, huh? That trips me out. But I didn't say what's theirs. That's rightful, correctly, honorably theirs. They don't want to give up what they stole. Okay, this could have been about stealing your shit. It says staying in your lane in reverse in a trauma bond. Staying in your lane in reverse. Somebody crossed the boundary. And this is maybe them crossing boundaries, trauma bonded. This could be somebody that somebody was trauma bonded to. Good gravy. Cult leader, interesting. Cult leader coming in the reverse. Here we go. I wonder, did the cult, never mind. Because I don't even know who that is yet, so I ain't, yeah. This person could be stalking the feminine, if it's a woman. Yeah, vampire. Not a literal one. Like, well, shit, I don't know. Anyway, vampire in the reverse. They can't vamp off of you or something. Oh, maybe they're not getting any energy supply off of the stalking and the abuse. The stalking, the torture program, the spell work, you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's been they're doing it. It's not that they're not doing it. That's not what's happening. It's not that they, anybody stopped doing whatever their assignments were, because they are. So that's not the case. Oracle. Oh, you may be out of your head and just taking your time as well, collective. You're not in your head. They can't entrap you. You're not in your head. You're not in your head. They can't entrap you. You're not overthinking things. You could also possibly be, why would imprisonment be in reverse? Of course, that would be like the domination, the bindings and crossroads. But maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe you're, not that you're not paying attention, but kind of not, in a way, if that makes sense. Let's see. Okay, a billionaire. Who is this person? Who is the billionaire person? The billionaire reverse. Y'all, do any of y'all for real out here know some billionaires? Or this is just maybe indicative of, because I'm like, no, I don't think now none of us, I don't think now none of us up in this mug. You know what I'm saying? I honor you for that.
No problem.
I don't think, yeah, because I'm like, I don't think I know. I don't think I've ever known. Even the people, even the famous person that I dated when I was a teen, because I think I was, 18, 19 years old, something like that. I never made, I don't think he got to billionaire status, but then I don't know. Anyway, because I'm like, I don't know no billionaires. Billionaires going in reverse. This, once again, could be an indicative of what some of these karmic women possibly losing connection to some kind of a person whether they're male or female, that, you know, has some or has some decent money. I don't know what happened, or because okay, what happened here? This is why they're regretting it, because it says regret. So why are they gonna regret it? Why is that a regret? Oh, okay. Triggered? I don't know. Did they get triggered? Something happened? Did they act out? So they must have got triggered, or they were triggering you to act out possibly in certain ways and you're over it. Like they were doing some stuff to make you seem a certain way. And now that something is shifting, maybe somebody is seeing that they were being a bitch. Like they were being a bitch because they either wanted something that was yours, or they wanted to keep what they stole, or your giftings, or, you know, something about a retraction of an offer, and there's something. And that's why they're gonna regret it, you know, because somebody gonna see, yeah, and it came out, that this behavior, like people was doing shit to you because maybe you're talented. They were doing shit to you because they stole shit. They wanted to keep it. They was doing shit to provoke you because they wanted people to see you as a bitch and to be scared. They was doing stuff. So yeah. So they were stalking you because some of them feel like you are the cause of why somebody possibly don't want to offer them something or retracted something too. And they're going to regret it here. Oh, because somebody must be dressing to come, because it says land back in reverse. Somebody must have came or is coming, because they can't stop attacking you. Could be people of your past that was gaslighting to get privileges. That a person of your past also could have came to some of these ladies and participated in all that stuff, because they have the shared same energy to take your privileges and by making you cry. So in other words, torture. Yep, to burst your bubble so that people won't. Yeah, see, yeah. But they're regretting it because people are now seeing that this is what's going on. You were not jealous. That in fact, yeah, nope, you were not jealous of somebody's and a man, or somebody want you and they wanted somebody else, and like that. Nope. Nope. Okay. You went after somebody's man, like this, because there's a whole lot of thousand stories here. You're not a prostitute. You ain't out, you know, because good gravy. People say anything to keep the shit they stole, huh? Empath, reverse, shadow. Yeah, these people this is a dark energy. So I think they're regretting it because this is what's being seen. That something that they end up doing because they get triggered causes that to be seen by somebody. This billionaire, possibly, or whoever has this money or had this money, and possibly a past lover. This is some dark energy. The reason why I say that, and I'm not talking about complexion, I have yummy reverse, shadow, empath reverse. That's heavy. Okay? Legend reverse. And this could be aggravation because they can't, ooh, the black square. So that's like that Saturn moon box. Like the Saturn, yeah. They can't keep you in a box though. They can't keep you hidden. But they can feed if something happened with the feed. Because vampire keeps coming into the reversed. I don't know why the feed ain't working the same, but it caused a legend to no longer be a legend, or whatever they thought was legendary to not seem legendary. Because they were vamping before or stealing. Okay, they call them doppelgangers, copycatters, mimicry, whatever, you know. In some cases, it was not even to that magnitude. It was just tech shit, access to your shit, utilizing a whole nother platform or whole nother something as if it's you kind of deal. Wow. So they're going to be seen as people who are dark and have no empathy and would do anything to take something from somebody else, to get a privilege that goes to someone else, or stuff. Yeah. As far as to stalk, because it could be a cult leader that recruited people to as closest to the collective to watch their every move, get their ideas, tap into their advice, their devices, follow them around, let me know what they're doing, let me know what they got on, because feminine has caught over the last several months weird behavior that she herself didn't understand, because she's not looking at herself as somebody that anybody in the Americas should be doing that much. It ain't that damn deep as far as she's concerned. But she has caught some weird shit, like people hoovering her weirdly, and sitting and then turning their computers to like in her face, not even trying to be inconspicuous, just sitting there being weird, and then turning their computers like as with their camera, so like I'm recording you, and then later discovering like they then migrate themselves, them and their partner or whoever it was, to sit in the space. Like, that's weird, yo. And it could be something to do with this a weirdo cult leader that's got a kind of a sycophant, you know what I'm saying, obsession secretly, okay, with the essence for whatever reason. Because who needs to be sitting bitch? Why? What is that? What the fuck? But see, I already discovered, I figured some stuff out. People, that's why I got some things running right now, which could have possibly brought some other things, because I'm aware. And it's like, kind of gonna wish you didn't do that. Force your way into my son's biofield. You're gonna try the same shit motherfuckers to do in Vegas. You're trying to pay them to do here, honey. It ain't about to have the same result, dear. Because I'm not the same person. And one of your minions, possibly tonight, know that now, as they crossed my path. They won't make it. Understand? Stop hiding behind your minions, dear. Now let's continue. In case sold the thread. Just like that. No. Okay. Ben said narcs don't veer too far from the program. They repeat. They do the same shit over and over again. Just different people, different places, different faces, same shit. They can't stop attacking. You can't stop stalking. Clarify what happened, will happen, is happening, depending on. Okay. Why are they regretting it? First stack. Why are they regretting it? Will regret it, regret it. You can't stop attacking this feminine. They can't stop attacking. They can't stop stalking. They can't stop attacking. They can't stop stalking. They can't stop attacking. They can't stop stalking. They can't stop stalking. Blah 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 blah. Why are they gonna regret this? First stack. Light. Truth. Boom. Cause they all okay. Because the King of Cups, the gravy, here we go. Hey, King of Cuppy Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but you all, folks don't have to be the water sign. This is a collective reading, meaning it's collective. I show up in readings, I swear to y'all, I show up as different things. Okay, that's why I know it don't be so hardwired to that. This could just be pertains to emotion. Sometimes the water element may come out because it's something that's emotion based, and this is maybe love based. King of Cups or hidden love, or someone who has love or did, but it says something about 3 men. I asked, why are they going to regret it, these karmic women? So it's something about these 3 men, at least one of them. Because it says all 3 are living in some kind of a regret because, oh, they were trauma bonded. Because they had settled and agreed to something maybe, or they tried to, and they regret because they see that somebody wasn't trustworthy or something like that. Yeah, a trauma bond. So these women are gonna regret it because something's gonna go down with this king. I can't even say it. Maybe that's how he talks. Cause I couldn't. It was like I couldn't say it. I couldn't, like. Is he gonna be mad? He gonna be mad or some shit? Like, oh boy. Nobody don't ever want to listen to me. I've been telling folks for years. It's okay though. I'm okay with it. It ain't just pertains to no one person. So y'all, just chill your draws, okay? Chill your draws. This in general, I've been, talking about how, like, in some of these cases when some of these men come out of the stuff and they, like, even if they were a part of it, when they start changing and they kind of get their head out, some of them almost be more mad, like more mad than the feminine. It's like, woo, child. Because they're gonna regret it because the 2 of Wands reversed, because they're gonna see that either these people, feminist people, whoever all these women are, just simply cannot stand to see you happy. And so they're going to do something. There's something going to go in the reverse. One's coming in the reverse. This person may end up doing something. okay, that that it's going to make them regret it. It's going to make them regret continuing to fuck with you and your children. Because maybe he gave them something to leave you alone, okay? And, oh boy, because with that settlement over here, maybe he made a deal, maybe he went to jail, maybe he, you know, like there's a lot of things that it's like, okay, I'll do this, I'll take the hit, I'll take the fall, but leave her alone. Oh, they hate that. I've tried to tell people this over the years. I'm like, all I can tell you is this, look, I know it don't make sense, but you would think that folks would just be happy, you know, with, because, you know, money hungry, because that's essentially, you know, leechy, okay, privileges, whatever, okay? So you would think that they, you know, if folks get their way in that way, then that's just suffice, because at the end of the day, that's really what, for them, what's driving them. They want shit, they want shit, they want shit, okay? So if it was given, you would think that they would then do as this man might have requested, leave her alone. But instead, they end up hooking with the collective's crazy, toxic killer, stalker, cold sister bitch. To do more shit. Because, yeah. Because he's going to realize that, oh, it's a few people that's possibly going to realize, like, okay, now this is clear then. Don't give us that shit. It's clear. Because if you wanted money, honey. Didn't you want money? Okay. So you got money. You got this and that you stole, or that don't belong to you, that all this shit, or that I paid you, blase, blase. I'm letting go of something. I'm letting go of my part of it. Fine. Have it. That's what the fuck you really care about. Have it. But leave this person alone. We done meddled. We done done the most. We should fry in hell with gasoline draws on. Leave this lady alone. And it's going to be clear, or it's become clear, depending on timeline, that they absolutely could not stop. They couldn't do it. That they even amped it up and got with a really crazy toxic, or took to another level. If they were always a part of the blend to begin with, well, they just took it to another level with a crazy toxic killer, sister stalker, single black female bitch. Yeah, they finna cry. They finna cry. Ace of Cups, major changes in a negative way. That's, again, another retraction, especially if these people are attacking you and your children, feminine. Trying to make y'all cry, trying to make you sad, whatever. Doing shit to hurt your kid, to get to your heart, and like just weird mental illness shit. They finna cry. This is why they're gonna regret it. Major changes. For some of you, this may be going into the upright. For you, this is gonna piss them off even further. Because good gravy, God. For some of y'all, this man may end up giving you some money, even if there's no reconciliation. He may give you a love offer, but that may not be it. We automatically assume it. It might not be. It may just be you know, a kind of a token, you know, they have love in their heart. And, you know, this was some sickness shit. This was some serious sickness. Some weird addiction that these hoes, you know what I'm saying, and their compadres and their Ahab dudes, you know what I'm saying, had against you. Yeah, they just wanted you to miss opportunities. So they're going to regret it because you're not going to miss. They're going to regret it because whoever the masculine is or somebody is sees that they just did not want you. They didn't like that you were trying to, you know, you overcame any rejection issues. Like, you accept when people don't want you, you heal, you alchemize, and you make the best of your life with what's in front of you. That's a Four of Cups reverse type of energy, but in the reverse. But they're seeing that these people wanted to take opportunities from you, wanted you to miss opportunities, wanted them to miss opportunities, because you're someone who knows how to succeed against the odds. You know how to, you know, alchemize, take rejection without turning into a crazy toxic killer, stalker, killer bitch, nigga. Okay? Good gravy, God. Somebody that goes in and say, this is wrong, I've been betrayed, I've been hurt, I've been humiliated, you know, this was wrong on every end, nigga, bitch, you know. But what do you do with it? What do you do? What are you supposed to do? For the rest of your life, you turn into a stalker because somebody dogs you out? Good gravy. Then I might as well just shoot me now. Shit. Fuck it. What kind of life is that? Shoot me now. It's like, okay, I'm hurt. Okay, I'm hurt. I'm going to cry and I'm going to talk mad shit. I'm going to cry. I'm going to give me a new wig. Okay? And I'm going to eat me some ice cream. And I'm talking mad shit. And then I'll draw pictures and make funny, you know. You know, I'm going to do that. Yeah. But that's about all she wrote. You know, I'm not gonna be going looking for people's they wives and their, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. They gone. They chose something else. Brandy, honey, sister soldier. Okay. Well, he promised that I'll wake up. Well, I'm embarrassed. Okay, we're not the first season. This is life. It was a scheme. Okay. Well, feminine has dealt with a lot of people that just simply have rejection issues. It could be a sibling that has rejection issues and wanted to hijack every opportunity from her sibling or whoever this toxic cult leader is here. And it could be because feminine rejected continuing connections with people who are abusers and liars and thieves and horrors, and basically trying to morph into them while trying to turn the feminine into them. I don't fucking think so. Ten of Cups, it's crossing. So they're going to regret it because something with their family. We got almost all water here with the exception of the Two of Wands. So there's a lot of emotion that's going to be happening here. But these people was emotionally abusing you, collective, and your children. With bullying, psychological, all the shit. They know who they are and they know what they do. Yeah. So somebody, they're going to lose their happiness because it's crossing like it want to be in the reverse on top of this billionaire reverse. So they happiness may be finna go down a toilet. They whole little get up. You know, they finna have some blockages in their happiness here with time running out reverse, because they could have kept trying to cause stagnation and delays with all of this stuff. Trying to keep you stuck in your head, trying to keep somebody else stuck in their head, trying to keep a millionaire stuck in their head, whoever, you know. Yep, feminine's family or somebody's family. Seven of Cups here is coming in the reverse. What they were doing to stop your options, to block your options, to delay you having options here. These things they kept trying to do to stop your happiness. So they're going to regret it because they're no longer going to have any options. Somebody's about to see through these illusions. Seven of Cups in the reverse. And it could be even other family that's going to see through these illusions, or the billionaire seeing through, or the money person. I'm going to stop saying billionaire because I think it may very well just been somebody with some resources and, you know, things like that. Yeah, they're going to see cold straight through that illusion now. It's like these members, they stalkers. Look, y'all can fancy this shit up. They're okay, let's fix it then. Okay, that ain't okay. They're covert, community organized harassers and stalkers by proxy via their code. Or they're coming. I mean, you know, that's crazy. You infiltrate where your people stay and be at. That's obsession. That's some sicko. That went to the 13th power. That went from regular to So, the strategy is infiltrate. You want motherfuckers to be sitting on top of them doing spells. You hire people to sit on top of them, you know, upstairs, and you know you got this shit figured out, bitch, don't you? It's about to be an interesting ride, huh? Yeah. And that's revealing, like, oh, that's some deep level psychosis there. That's some deep level shit. You gonna force proximity, huh? So all the bullies can look like they just doing life. So they can all look like they're just walking around, getting their mail, walking their dogs, taking out trash, walking to their cars, going to the pool, so it could all look that way. So it can make it challenging to be able to see it for what it is. And so they can also sneak, be more readily accessible and available to do the weirdo peasantry shit they got them doing, digging in garbage. Three of Swords. We got three men again. See, we had the King of Cups. Oh boy, three men and three men. So this is why they're gonna regret it, because they ain't gonna say fuck you to these women. They gonna say fuck you to these women because they're gonna see them for the bitches that they are, harassing you and your kid, doing shit, getting fucking meth heads and God knows what else. And for some of you, it's your mother, okay? Or, no, I'm sorry. Queen of Swords. Yeah, they're going to cut somebody's going to end up cutting these women off if it's a masculine or if it's a woman. Because the woman could have the money, okay? We don't know. We got a Queen of Swords here, and we got a King of Cups. It could be a woman. Good times, happiness is here. So, yeah, you're going to have some kind of happiness, because it's going to be clear that these people don't want you happy as they try to pretend like that's not what's happening. That no matter how much money somebody give them, no matter how much they gain, no matter how many opportunities, no matter how much people appease their addictions, no matter how much people kiss their ass and lie to them and tell them what they want to hear, no matter how much, none of that, it for some reason is not sufficing to sedate their hate. And this is why they're going to be cut off. Because it's like, oh no, you lied. This is something that's personal. You lied. Mm-hmm. Yep, Six of Pentacles is in the reverse. They did not want you to have reciprocity. So guess what? They're finna lose that. They did not want anybody given to you. They did not want you having fairness and balance and reciprocal connections and partnerships and experiences and getting what was rightfully yours. You know, they didn't want nobody giving to you. They wanted people scared of you. They wanted people seeing you as a bitch. And the part of that strategy was torture you and your kids behind the scene. And when they triggered you enough, and then you're reacting, then people who are ignorant to most of these types of things then get the idea that you're some kind of, you're scary, you're a scary bitch. In fact, and the scary bitches is sitting up, licking their bootstraps, nuttier than a fruitcake. It always happens this way though. Because people know how to put on airs and pretend when they're in the presence of somebody that they want something from. Anybody and everybody can pretend for 6 hours, 8 hours, so forth. As you all were being abused around the clock. And making it seem like you're just some crazy bitch. Knowing full well what them and a whole lot of people have been doing. Even up to this moment, as you end up seeing this video, possibly, for some of you. Yeah, they didn't want you to have reciprocity. They didn't want nobody given to you. So they convinced people to be afraid of you. And afraid of your gifts too, because for some of you, your gifts, like your abilities or something like that, because it can be like religious zealots or religious hypocrites that, it's just their culture, their upbringing, but, come on, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. Stop playing. You're a stalker and you want to talk. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not fitting. That's ill-fitting. You ain't both. Because your stuff's supposed to be about a relationship and a life. It's not supposed to be a title and a badge that you keep separate on a shelf or an altar. It's supposed to be the altar of who you are. You're certainly not getting no covenant code together to be harassing people. Yes, sore losers. Somebody is seeing. That's why they're going to regret it. They're going to be seen as what they actually are, just simply sore losers. And that's why they wanted you to lose. That's why they wanted at all costs to do anything that they could to make you seem like a loser, to sabotage you, to affect your stability with the Four of Wands, to steal a house in some case, opportunities, and that they're just greedy leeches. That got mad that you all started maybe spiritually elevating. Okay? As you, all these people do these hideous, insidious things to you and your children. It says, Six of Wands, elevated spiritual work. You passed some kind of test. Whether this was just your team, your ancestors, spiritual ethers, or even some humans, some people, unbeknownst to you somewhere, you know, started holding you in high honor. Oh, they can't have that. That burden of 6, 4, 10 of Wands. That was a burden. That was a burden that, in spite of the burdens that these people put on you, you all still started being seen, held in high honor, and somehow still gaining some kind of victories and successes in spite of all this interception and theft and fuckery here. Yeah. They're going to be regretted because you're going to get a win, okay? You're being held in high honor by something and somebody, and all those that have been working up against you, here goes again. 3 of Pentacles. So this is 3 plus women with their covenant code. All those who teamed up against feminine are all going to go down together, it says. It says together. That's why they're going to regret it, because they're going to all go down together. A King of Wands. I have a King of Cups and a King of Wands. So there's 2 men possibly here. That's finna do some, finna block their asses. They finna block their asses. Okay. Woo. It's some masculines that's trying to go through themselves some major changes in a positive way. Okay. And they're going to block their asses. They're going to possibly, or they're going to possibly do something and stand up about this, because maybe they're looking at this stuff and seeing what these people have been doing, and they may stand up and go, these people, they, her family, my family, all these people, they crazy. Or somebody's family, or what I'm observing about these people's families. And in this situation here, this is psychosis. And it is a shame that the so-called authority in the land, that's sickening. That's also terrifying, because what type of what type of legal system is going on over there? Yeah. You're going to gain some kind of balance. A choice is being made, and somebody's going to invest in you, feminine. 7 of Pentacles. Or this could be you. You know, y'all take this how you want. But we're talking about these feminines that have been stalking you. So this is either you and your leadership masculine energy taking the lead, defending yourself, blocking, you know, speaking up, as well as some masculine energies. Because look it, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 masculines. And the card said 3 masculines. Isn't that interesting? We have a King of Wands, a King of Swords, and a King of Cups. In the upright. All of them are in the upright. So this is something balancing out here. Okay. Feminine is healthier, looking younger and finer or something. So this is about plans. This is about investments. This is about fruit for your labor here, or seeing you as somebody that's worth investing in. So here, that makes sense. They're going to regret it because they're going to get blocked. They may go to jail. They may get exposed by these 3 people. And then feminine, you're going to have some kind of support, which is the very thing they just could not handle that. God forbid you and your children have support in your life just like them in theirs. God forbid. That is a Cinderella shit. It's almost like a bunch of women in the Cinderella story type shit. The wicked stepmother and the wicked stepsisters type vibe, and then Cinderella. No, they're supposed to be in suffrage and cleaning toilets and you know, wiping, you know, our shoes and okay. Yeah, so that's what happened here. They could be experiencing something in the house, or scared that they are because of this. Okay, let's move on because I'm taking too long. With the exception, let me do this real quick. How are these energies feeling right now? Clarifying these karmic women that can't stop attacking. Truth, what's going on? Because see, feminine don't get to the front row seat. She's on the back end. She don't know what the hell be happening. She don't know because ain't nobody saying nothing. She don't know what's going on, except for her gifts, her that, but I'm talking about in the physical. Scared maybe? And annoyed. Some may be annoyed, some may be scared. You know, y'all know how this goes. Happy, mean, reverse. Are they, oh, they're upset because, I see it, there it is. They're upset because maybe people saw you happy, your real version of you, and mean in the reverse, and this pisses them off because they were doing everything to keep you, as instructed by the crazy toxic killer stalker bitch, sister bitch, to keep you in an energy of torture and torment and pissing you off. So that's all that people will ever see and know. And once again, and ignorance is not meant to be insulting, but when people aren't aware of this type of stuff, and they're over here trying to cloak themselves in her energy, pretending and shit. Yeah, grouchy. Now they're grouchy. Because they're upset because they couldn't keep you grouchy as well and keep you being seen as somebody that's just grouchy and sad. I hope that this is a greater lesson, though, for all humans. Like, okay, get a little bit depth, though, because, yeah, usually nothing is quite as it seems. Usually. And if you're a person of prominence and you're in a position of power and you have resources and things like that, and individuals have knowledge of it, feminine don't even know who the so-called person of wealth, we don't even know who this is yet. Okay. Um, so when people know that they will be performing for you, I heard somebody, it was a reader on TikTok, that said that there was a collective that don't even know that they got some kind of celebrities watching them because they don't want to reveal themselves, because they are trying to, and I never thought about that till today, that they're trying to just they don't want people to get nervous and weird as typically people do when they know people get into performance, and not in a good way. They just, they're not allowing themselves because of it. So that there's some celebrities that could be watching in your natural way via profiles that have nothing to do with them, so that they can just see you. So what I want to say with that is, exactly, but go deeper. Because if somebody is, whether they're a targeted individual or they got these talents or whatever, as most famous people know, they gonna also have a whole lot of saboteurs and a whole lot of people who want that for themselves. And I thought of the girl, I can't remember her name, but I think it started with an S. It's the young black chick that, I don't know if she's a rapper or singer, but y'all remember the story. And her friends killed her. Yes, they did. Even though she shared her experience, whatever, she included them, they killed her because they wanted it for themselves. Their jealousy was that deep. This is what this is. But it's a slow, covert, passive, aggressive, sneaky, insidious, covert, narcissistic abuse way. Before you die, wanting you to be seen some kind of way as they have torched you and your children. And since people typically don't know how to look past or think a little deeper and harder, like, okay, think about this, use somebody of influence. And these people that's up in your face, they already know what you have, so that gives you the information you need. Because they're not in the blind to you and whatever it is that you have, but the person that you're looking at is blind. So they have the advantage of putting on airs in front of you. They are people who wear masks and pretenders. Most of the collective are raw and messy in terms of their experience. They embrace their humanity. They embrace, we're being tortured. We're being tortured, and I'm pissed about it. And I want them lit on fire. And that sounds scary, but when you live certain things and you're not sitting somewhere and looking from that perspective, when it's you, yeah, you kind of know that you'd be in that same vibe. That no matter how people trying to spin that if you and your children were really being done in some kind of way like that you would be in that same vibe. You wouldn't be somewhere talking about kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. At least not right away, at least not constantly, depending on the level of severity of what's being done. I hope that helps. I'm not saying that to be critical. I'm just saying that, you know, from famous people's side or people with money or whatever, it's like you got people, you got the pig Mishas and Mishas in your face. Yeah, honey, they performing, baby. You got something they want. They cloaking themselves in an energy that you might got your eye on. It's called jealousy. It's not something that's new. We've seen this. But what's fascinating is, I think in this kind of case, you know, since people have abused these feminists and their children from their people to rando chicks and folks, it's hard to see because it's like a lot of these women got so many things and it just does not make sense what's wrong with them. It don't make sense. To the feminine, it don't make sense. But that is the way it is. It's the way it is. It's not always this physicality stuff, like who got the baddest house, the baddest body, the baddest car, the baddest, you know, the baddest social media platform. Sometimes it's none of that. Because sometimes they be having all that. They got a whole entourage and a whole team, you know what I'm saying? Even if they stole it, but you know, they still got it. But they steal for whatever reason. And that's what's supposed to highlight to people that there's something deeply wrong. That's what's supposed to be the thing. Like, it's something deeply wrong. Because if these women are so whole and fulfilled and accomplished, and they're the next, you know, Michelle Obama and, you know, or whoever, then what's the problem? What's the problem? Yeah. Anywho, so that's that. And so that was, they wouldn't stop attacking. Harsh, painful endings. That may go with the harsh, painful ending one. Let's go to the change of heart. Enthralling personality. Change of heart. Nope, I want to switch it. Change of heart. Enthralling personality. Obsessed went into the reverse. Interesting. Okay, because people could have been trying to make it seem like you're somebody that was obsessed. Once again, the heavy projection. People be fantasizing. That's so weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's not a cool thing to have this kind of dangerous obsession. It's not a cool, it's not. That's not a cool vibration. It's not healthy. Nobody really wants that except for somebody that's got things that they're still, yeah. Obsessed and then unsure, indecisive. Recharge. Yeah, somebody could have been trying to recharge or was undecided, collective, as you were like drained. You were drained, and so they could have changed their heart, realizing like she was drained. The collective was drained. All these energy vampires, all these attacks, all this stuff coming at them. to cause confusion and all this stuff. Yeah, so somebody was unsure and yearning. So now somebody is yearning, missing you, thinking about the good times. I never had someone like you. And this is somebody that could have been the trickster, or this is somebody that could have been a trickster to you, but it's also this vibe of people trying to say that you're a fraud. Okay? The frauds were trying to say that the collective was a fraud, or somebody that was a fraud to you before in the past. I love when they do that. The ones that's plotting and scheming around the clock, stealing, plagiarism, harassing, toxic, poisoning, setting up, digging in trash, and okay, and you're the fraud. Okay. I have ignoring in the reverse. Can we talk for a minute? Let's see. Starting over. Or maybe somebody wished they had talked. Moving out, moving on. You won't compromise. Show off. Change your. Somebody got to change your heart about their maybe a current situation. Somebody may want to start over with you, or if it's not romantic, maybe assist you with starting over, and then you may have someone else that's yearning for you, because you do got 3 men. It's not like it was just one, there's 3 men. And they may not all be romantic based. Having a baby in the reverse, this could be somebody that they thought they were having a baby, because what's that here? Or they had one. Maybe they had one, because maybe the baby is here or some shit like that. And maybe that's what somebody is starting walking away from. Yeah, generous in the reverse. So a change of heart. Somebody maybe did not want to be generous to you in the past. Could be because you walked away. They could end up having a baby. Somebody was unsure in the past. Okay. Change of heart. Letting go in reverse. Okay, somebody wants some. Okay. A runner. In the past, this could have been about a runner that like that nightlife, that club life. They could have thought that you was somebody like that, because again, feminine, you didn't figure this out. The projection is outlandish of what these people have been doing for your whole life. Your whole fucking life. Like, you're the slut, you're the whore, you're the baby trapper 2000, you're the, and it be them. It be the very people that be claiming that shit. the very people that be saying that shit. Oh, door closes in the reverse. Uh-oh. Okay, somebody got to change your heart. Change your heart. Fall season, and this is the fall season. Somebody getting their money together. It's in the money issues is in a reverse. Whoa. Okay. Fall season. This is the beginning of a beautiful relationship. You're mine. So we definitely got romance. We definitely got a possibility. Let me see. I gotta get some clarification, because we still have enthralling personality. Let's see why that's a problem. Let's go there, because remember, I was like, why is that 911? How is that a 911 emergency? Emergency. Real quick, enthralling personality. Why is that some kind of an emergency for urgency that the collective have an enthralling personality to someone? Why is that an emergency? Because 51, false promise. Somebody kept making false promises. Universal medicine. Did somebody get sick? A person that was making false promises? Somebody's enraged because you have mental strength, or you've made your mind up, or somebody's made their mind up, or somebody's seen that you have mental strength. Okay. Somebody wants to ask you for your forgiveness, and that's an emergency to somebody else because of a deception. They could have went through a 911 and maybe got hurt or sick, because we did have that, and somebody kept making false promises. Person could have been 51, this could have been going on for 9 years, or this could have, something just was done over and over with 9. Yeah, to keep somebody in a vice grip. Upset about your intellectual lucidity. War and violence. So this deception has been possibly, this is an emergency because this could be being blown out the water or exposed as somebody seeks forgiveness. Deception in the reverse. Okay. That's what I wanted to see real quick. Change of heart. Let's see who got the change. Who got the change of heart? Oh, damn, nigga. Who got the change of heart? Let's see, which one do I want to use? I think I'm just going to fast forward and go straight to the tarot because I'm getting sheepy and I got to clean my energy. Before I do that, I got to handle some stuff when I get off. Okay, this is somebody who has gotten truth and clarity about a situation here, wants to tell the truth, seeing something clearly. When you get the Ace of Swords in the upright, it's like somebody's got truth and clarity. They can see something clearly, and or they want to bring the truth. Okay. Who has a change of heart? The energy of who has a change of heart because of feminine's enthralling personality. In this context, we have a Pisces hangman in the reverse. What else we have? We have King of Pentacles in the reverse. Has got a change of heart. Interesting. So this could be indicative. And now we have a Virgo. A King of Pentacles and the Virgo, they could be earth signs. They don't have to be. But this could be indicative of, in the past, whoever the energies are, were like money hungry and materialistic and lacked insight in the reverse. And so they've had a change of heart. And if they had a change of heart, it's flipping over. That's where the insight. Going within, they could have went through dark night of the soul or seeing something now. And over here, this is like, oh, maybe they looked at something. Maybe they looked at themselves like, okay, either they were kind of shallow and superficial, or these others were, okay, and was trying to keep them looking at something from that perspective, but they have a change of heart. Okay, interesting. So it could be males. Okay, we got masculine coming out, earth. Could be a family member. I saw that. Or someone like family, because I saw Sagittarius patience, which is representative of family. Okay, and could also be a woman. So remember, it could be a few people that sing something from another perspective. I have the Chariot could be a Cancer. I have a Page of Wands, could be a younger person here. And then an Emperor in reverse. All right, and the Queen of Cups. So these could be definitely for people and family that is now having a change of heart and seeing it from your perspective, seeing how petty and immature and how much of a bully and control freak and shallow and materialistic that these other energies actually are. And that has helped them to see something about you differently. Nine of Pentacles. They're seeing you now in this pre-Empress energy, like you are definitely worth investing in. That you know, you're independent. You know how to go alone, self-made. They can see that people were stealing from you. They didn't want you to have, but that you're definitely this pre-Empress energy. Somebody worth investing, somebody that will provide wish fulfillment in their endeavors here, entrepreneurial, you know, yeah, someone that's honorable. Five of Swords in reverse, a winner, honorable, somebody that's not going to be doing this shit, this triangulation, gaslighting, stealing, you know, plotting, planning, scheming, right? This is somebody who may want to do the honorable thing, and they don't want to play games with you. They don't want to confuse you. They don't want to fight. They want change. They want balance. They can see how you've been working hard to balance yourself out. You've been working hard to change. You had very little to work with in life because people made sure of that. They made sure of it so that they can have you looking like you're somebody that has no sense of purpose or direction or structure and invalid and all that shit. Okay. So for this energy that may be romantic, because see, that may be more professional, business, about gift, friendships, but the yearning and the romance cards here, because it is here, so let's address it. They've had a change of heart. What is it that they want? Change of heart. Because the divine feminine and throne personality. Change of heart. Okay, what do they desire with these feminines? Because of their personality. I know that there's some people like, that's cold, Bloomy. That's cold for saying we're not attractive. No, it's not. Okay, they want to give you the sun, the moon, the rain, the stars, and something. I'll give you the world and all that you reach for, and even more. Girl, I know you're something, something sure. They see you as the star, rising star, healing. They want to give you happiness. I don't know what Ace of Wands is in reverse though. So I'm like, what is it they? Oh, maybe Page of Swords, Tower, Justice, and Four of Pentacles coming in reverse. They want to surprise you with a gift. Oh my God. I don't know. Be mindful. I don't know. Just stay on your P's and Q's. Oh, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. They don't want something to be over here. They have a change of heart. They see you as wish come true, or they may want to bring happiness with the star. It came out again a second time. And Justice, I mean, there's a surprise. This could be a happy tower because they're watching you Okay. They don't want to hold back from you anymore. They want to, they don't want to have a power trip, you know. They don't want to be stingy with you anymore. Um, yeah. So let me go and get going, y'all, because otherwise I'll keep going. 911 times 3, couldn't stop attacking, harsh, painful endings, and I think it came out along with that one, and then a change of heart. Okay, y'all, that could be why, you know, something seemed to go a certain way, and then all of a sudden it's like there's these extra, like people are being extra aggressive and coming out, and it's like, okay, it was just one way earlier, it was just this way last night. It's because something energetically shifted. There's some things that are being closed out, endings are happening for people, because again, some of these folks just cannot leave y'all alone. And it's going to become more and more clear that no matter what these people got, this is something a lot deeper than that, and it's about high time that people start paying attention to that.